Hi, boys and girls. This is for a reading mini lesson for January 7th on Thursday. And one of the big things for your job today for reading is to listen to a story called Each Kindness. And Miss Wilson did this read aloud, so you'll see a video with Mrs. Wilson reading this book to you. And as you read the book, you're supposed to have a heart. You can make one out of paper. You might have one in your bundle, something. And every time that Mia, I'm going to read this one more time, where you feel like she's hurt, you need to crumple that heart. And so today is a little bit about getting to know the characters in your stories better. And today there is a girl named Maya, and Maya is the main character here, one of the main characters. And every time that Maya gets hurt, or you feel like she would be hurt or her feelings, you're going to crumple the heart. And again, it's going to allow us to really feel who she is and what she's like and get a better understanding of the character. Also, at the same time, I'm going to do my best, but we're supposed to look at pictures. And when we look at the pictures, we have to ask ourselves, do the pictures match the words? Okay, and we can also do some inferencing. We talked about inferencing earlier this week where we look at something, and even though the author isn't saying anything right here, we can maybe kind of learn a lot. So for example, this picture right here, was it taken in the wintertime? You know, is she happy? Is she sad? Is she alone? Is she with friends? There's a lot of information right here by just looking at the picture, and we can infer a little bit about this character before we even get involved. Right now, I see someone who's alone. I see someone who, it's maybe not wintertime right there, but maybe the story might change that. But I'm just looking at someone who's alone. Her head is down, seems a little sad to me. But again, these are just things that may be. I'm just inferring maybe the situation here. As Mrs. Wilson reads the story, it's really important that you try to look at the pictures. So, for example, again, without even reading, where is the setting of this story? When is it? Now, this one looks different than the cover. There's a lot of white stuff on the ground, so I'm going to infer, I'm just looking, this is going to be a wintertime story, or it's going to be chillier. It'll be colder. And it looks to me, I see like Foursquare, I see stairs, a cone, some buildings, and an American flag. This to me looks like a school. Okay? So again, what can I infer about this here? I can learn a lot before I even read, okay? So it says this. I want to make sure I'm doing my job here. Where does it look like our story is taking place? What time of year or season? And this page helps us understand the setting of the story. When and where a story plays. So we have a girl who seems to be alone, but we just know there's going to be a girl. We know it's going to be at the school. We know it's going to be a little bit colder, and we haven't even read anything. It's pretty cool how much we already know without even reading. Oh, and let's just read for fun. That winter, snow fell on everything, turning the world a brilliant white. Look at that. Didn't even read about it. Again, we've already inferred that. We're learning a lot. Page number 2. Just by looking at the picture, again, that's what we're doing. We're going to look at the pictures first to see how they compare to the text. I see an adult, probably a teacher or staff member, because I think it's at the school. And I see this young girl who looks a little nervous to me. All right, she looks a little bit sad. Have you ever been, maybe, I'm just inferring, I've seen this before, actually, because I'm a teacher. What do you guys think that, right here, Maya, I'm kind of inferring, just by looking at her, she looks like a new student to me. It looks like she's new. Why do I see that? I see someone who's a little bit nervous. I see a staff member who's trying to care for this child. I see someone who really cares about this girl. They're holding hands. But I just see she looks a little nervous to me. She looks a little sad, a little scared. And so again, let's Have you ever been there before? Has this been you? Have you seen this? Okay. What's another question I have for you? How do you think that Maya feels right now? Looking at her facial expressions, looking at her face, how does she feel? Have I read anything yet? No, but I'm kind of just getting a little information here from the story. So I'm going to do one more page and let's see if the words over here match this picture. Ready? And again, Mrs. Wilson's going to read this whole thing to you. One morning, as we settled into our seats, the classroom door opened. I see that in the picture. And the principal came in. She had a girl with her, and she said to us, "This is Maya." Maya looked down on the floor. I think I heard her whisper, "Hello." We all stared at her. Her coat was open. The clothes beneath it looked old and ragged. Her shoes were spring shoes, not meant for the snow. A strap on one of them had broken. Doesn't have the greatest clothes at school right now. She doesn't have her shoes are a little off, raggedy clothes. She's nervous. She has that picture really. Again, I feel like we inferred that really well. We really looked at that well. And again, so by the way, if you had that heart right now, I'd probably would have crinkled that a couple times just by looking at her face and understanding her situation. Oof, that's heavy on the. I mean, maybe not terrible, but there's some nervous there, right? No one's really made fun of her yet. No one's been mean to her. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But again, make sure the goal of this whole thing, you guys, is to get involved. Understand that pictures can help. Understand that you might have to, even though the author doesn't say things, you might have to infer and just be a part of it. You're going to understand. The purpose of reading is for understanding, and you will understand things better when you become involved, right? And you understand the characters, and you really feel the characters. You look at the pictures for clues, okay? So, hope you guys have a great day. Again, Mrs. Wilson, make sure you finish this project with Mrs. Wilson. She probably won't maybe ask all those questions, but it's still important that you can feel it and think about the pictures and the questions. All right, you guys have a great day.